As always, this is a 100% cotton t-shirt that's been soaked in soda ash for at least 20 minutes and then spun in the washing machine until it's damp. This is actually the fourth video I've tried to do in the past 2 weeks. The others have not worked out and got tossed to the side. So this is completely different than the other 3 that I was trying to do that were basically the same concept. I might go back to it. But anyway, let's get started on this. Since there is some ice dyeing, I'm going to go ahead and turn this inside out to get started. I'll just fold that like that, basically like an airplane. I'm creasing the inside of this so that I can get this to take really well. Alright, so you can leave it like that, or you can start splitting this in half again. And end up with this. I know this is not the traditional way of folding this. I'm trying something a little different for this one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mark this off to about 1.5 inches for the first. I'm going to skip up to, let's go 9 inches. Let's go 8.5. And this is going to be a 2-inch wide band, and then the rest of this is different. Now within this section right here, I'm going to mark this every 1/2 inch. And then I'll go ahead and tie this up. Alrighty, off to dye. Alright, for this I've made up a liquid black, and that is the Custom Colors dark black. Everything else is a Dharma color. I know I'll be using the turquoise. And I know I'm going to be using the emerald green. I'm probably going to be using their sea glass. And I may or may not use the Cayman Isle green. I'm just not sure about that one yet. And I actually have something made up for myself this time. Ha 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 ha. Instead of just doing it by memory. Yeah, that never works. Alright, so this is going to be left white. It ultimately won't be white because there's going to be bleed through because these are not super tight. But that's okay because it's actually what I'm looking for. Every other one of the small ones will be black. Then this is the next section, and this is going to be the combination of greens along here. And then this will have the blue. This won't look exactly like what I'm shooting for, but it takes the look and feel of the design. And I'll show the design at the end and let you compare. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. And that's all I'm doing for the first part. I know I only used one of the greens, and that's because as I rotate this around all four sides, I'll add the other greens on the other sides, and I think that'll make this work. Maybe not. I'm going to say it's going to work. And we'll see how this bleeds through as far as whether or not I actually do this on the rest of the way around. So I'm going to let this melt through. It's probably going to take a while because of the temperature, and then we'll go from there. So we'll go ahead and flip this over and do the back side. And I'll let that sit until it melts through. Alright, what you didn't see in the video is that I did this section 2 more times, each on the wide sections, and then I threw in some of the, whatever that color was, Cayman Isle green, I think, across here a little. So let's go ahead and do the washout. Alright, let's take a look. So I'll go throw this in the wash, and then we'll take a final look. Alright, so here's the results. I've got a picture on the screen right now of what this is supposed to be based on, and it's not the same, obviously. There's a bigger spot here, and these should go all the way around, and this was a thicker ridge, I think, and you just had little tentacles coming out instead of what I have. But I'm actually really happy with this as far as trying to use the picture that I'm showing as a basis for this design. I mean, I actually do have like lines coming off that are the Cayman Isle green and or blue or whatever the color is supposed to be. Cayman Isle green, I think. Anyway, so the general idea is there. I probably should have gone with the more traditional method of folding this instead of what I went with, because it made it very heavy down here. But otherwise, I think it turned out pretty good, and it's a good approximation of what I was looking for. So what do you think? Do you think it actually came out looking similar to what I was going for? Oh, and all those people that always ask, what does the back side look like? What does the back side look like? What does the back side look like? The back of almost everything that I do looks the same as the front. There isn't really a back when you're doing tie-dye normally. This would technically be the front, and this would be the back as far as the dye is concerned. So there is no front and back of the shirt. The only time there's a front and back of the shirt is if it's folded like this and you're doing a different fold on this side. If you're interested in this shirt, it will be posted on Etsy, and the link to that is in the description, along with if you'd like to become a patron for Casual Collisions. And I think there's something else listed. The Facebook page for Casual Collisions. Feel free to click on that as well. And thanks for watching. Subscribe, and there'll be more of these, along with the woodworking, pins, that kind of videos. Thanks a lot.